but there are safety issues
There
and
we
locker
are.
room issues. This is going to be a slam dunk.
I think it's the Russians. The Russians are trying to hack us, so we can't go live. Yeah, it's the Russians.
Look, folks, when it comes to IT support, not all companies are the same. Many make big promises, but very few have the depth of talent, advanced systems, and proven solutions that Grapevine MSP brings to the table. At Grapevine MSP, they don't just fix problems, they prevent them. Their fully managed IT services keep your systems running smoothly and securely 24/7. So when something happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to be stuck trying to reach your provider. Grapevine MSP's local team is already on it with advanced network monitoring. They generally catch the issue before you even notice, and they're calling you to say that it's already been handled. Their dedicated cybersecurity team protects you daily from evolving threats, while their industry-leading backup and disaster recovery keep your business online even in a crisis. All this for one simple, transparent monthly rate. Call 661-377-2992 or visit grapevinemsp.com
What's up, buddy?
to schedule your free network evaluation today. Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Download to see if you qualify for Albert Instant Advance.
What's
Not all
that?
customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription is required for Instant Advance. Please see the Albert app or albert.com for subscription pricing. Subscriptions can be canceled at any time.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just
Being
got
dad,
hit with a car
always
repair
first,
bill,
yeah.
I'm behind on rent,
And then this
I
keeps
feel
you
like
busy.
you can never save any money. Have you tried the Albert app? You can get up to a $1,000 advance fast to pay for car repairs, bills, rent, groceries, whatever you need. Plus, Albert can help you find ways to save and give you a custom budget to actually grow your money. Albert can get me up to $1,000? Exactly. But they do more than get you up to $1,000. Albert is your financial assistant, helping you budget, save,
So
and
like if I was
spend
in there
money.
going, okay, I'm going to
downloading
record
Albert
once a
right
week
now.
and put out a
Download
video
the
once a
Albert
week,
app
and
and
it's
use
like,
promo
okay,
code
and
MONEY to get up to
yeah,
$1,000 for your bills,
like,
rent,
okay,
groceries,
I didn't
and
get to
more.
do it
The
today.
Albert app
No
helps you
big
budget
deal, you know
better
what I
and
mean?
save
But
more
here it's
money
like,
so
nah,
you
2
reach your
o'clock.
financial
Ready or
goals
not, here we go.
faster.
Yeah.
Download the Albert app right now and use promo code MONEY to get up to $1,000. Use code MONEY to get up to $1,000.
We've all been there. Sleepless nights, wondering if your business's security service is really
I love it
protecting what
when
matters.
especially
With
it works
Bail
out
we
that
can
you're
put
here
your
and then you're
security
speaking on something.
insecurities
That's
to
perfect.
bed.
That's
Our
cool.
advanced technology and personalized support ensure you can rest
So,
easy
we have a lot
knowing we're
of-
here for you. Bailarm.com.
The Armstrong
How
and
you wanna
Getty
put it
Show,
up, put it on
weekdays
something?
noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1
format
and
it.
AM 1180
If I think where I'm gonna
KERN.
go,
Now,
and then you
back
can
to
find
the JR Show.
Find the path.
I do, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm gonna put this on you. Yeah.
All right.
That'll work.
Cool. That's right.
A little bit of work.
Closer you grow to God, the more I can hear his voice.
Hmm.
I know that. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. It is a What the Faith Friday, brought to you by Stockdale Christian School. They don't really pay me to say that, and I don't get a discount for my daughter's education, but I'm going to go ahead and give them some plug and some love anyway. Also sponsored by Bakersfield Christian High School. They don't pay me to say that either, and who knows what happens when my daughter gets there, but I love both of those educations. And if you guys are trying to get your kid into a private education, a Christian-based education, I suggest Stockdale Christian, and I'm sure my next guest will as well. He is a pastor. He is a pastor's kid. He is are you psychologist now, counselor?
I do mental health.
Mental
I'm a
health?
therapist. I'm actually working with kids,
I know.
which I didn't expect I would be doing, but it's been fun. It's been really, really interesting.
Okay.
Learning experience. These kids are going through a lot, man.
The kids these days deal with things that I probably didn't even imagine as a kid.
Well, it's also, as you know, being a dad,
Uh-huh.
we're working with kids that have gone through COVID, which was a big deal,
Yeah.
a really big deal. I mean, my little one was born during COVID, and she,
Mhm.
you know, she's
so sweet.
Romy.
Every time I see her, because I help out in chapel on Thursdays
dude.
with the sound. And so the kindergarten through second graders will come in and she's like, "Hi, Mr. JR."
She's the funniest kid.
She's sweet, dude.
She's hilarious.
It's awesome.
She's sweet and sour.
Is she?
It's both. Yeah.
She's a Sour Patch Kid.
Well,
then.
she'll tell you what she's thinking.
That's
She's not
good.
She's Italian, apparently.
I don't know where she gets it from.
Yeah, I don't either, man. It's wild.
So yeah, you're doing that counseling.
Yeah.
And obviously
That's part time. I do that once a week. I'm working at Edison, working with Edison Middle School, And so
nice.
working with kids there through Rizzo Psychological, which you've met my
have.
friend, Dr. Rizzo. And that's been great. It's been really a huge learning. It's funny because in that area, I have a supervisor. I am low man on the totem pole. I am learning. I am in the
lowest of the.
Yeah, but it's so cool because I'm able to learn from people that have done such a good job and have been doing this for quite a while. And then I put my other hat on and I go over to the church, which is right down the street. And there we just my friend Vincent Sierra and I kind of took the church over. Well, I say this, my dad is still working. All right,
and we spoke with your dad.
You did,
Pastor Ron Viette, when was it this what was the anniversary? 50th anniversary.
Years, yeah. So he's still preaching, he's still involved, but we're running the day-to-day, and so it's been busy.
Yeah, wearing multiple hats, and that'll definitely keep you busy.
Yeah, it's cool though, man. I love this church. We're getting ready for our volunteer dinner tonight, and we're gonna have I think it's like 600-700 people.
Oh gosh.
And it's gonna be insane. There's people that have volunteered at that church for as long as I can remember. They were my Sunday school teachers, and they're still at it. It's really cool, man. It's humbling.
It's a life of service, man.
It really is.
That's what we're called to do.
It's so cool, man. It's like I look at these people and they're my heroes. No. Honestly, they just they're in the shadow. And they're not getting recognition.
No, they don't ask for it.
They're not getting anything out of it other than this joy that they get from serving God, and you just see it on their face. It's really cool.
Yeah, and so now you're running the day to day, but you grew up, like I said, it's 50 years.
Yeah.
You're not 50?
No,
I know you're not close.
I'm your age.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're in our 20s.
Yeah, we bonded over being
the older fathers in the school. Yeah, we did. But so you grew up in the church. You grew up right there at the church.
I grew up. Literally. It's funny. I talk about. I have like these scars on my head, and those are certain. Those represent certain parts of the church building I ran into as a kid. But no, I grew up. I was there all the time, and then in Bakersfield, it's the biggest small town in the world, right? And so I've always been just knowing that people are, if they know who I am, that they're paying attention to what I do. And so,
well, it's a pretty big church.
Yeah,
it's grown over the years, and we'll get into big churches and mega churches with the comedian Druski putting out a video the other day. I want to get your thoughts on that. But you grew up there. Did you feel like pressures to become a pastor yourself, to follow dad, and to now step into leadership?
Yeah, it's funny. John Ranger, I don't know if you know who John Ranger is.
I'm very familiar with John.
Yeah, so
all the Rangers. I was at New Life for a while.
Okay, yeah. We just had a podcast about this earlier in the week, and
because they're both all you guys are pastors'
kids. Yeah, and
PKs.
Just the pressure.
PKs. Do you guys call it? Is it PKs?
Yeah. There's just a pressure. So there's a funny story. My dad had leukemia, right? When I was younger, and he spoke about it a lot, and it was kind of a story that he told. And so I was at Vaughn's down the street a couple years ago, and you know how they when you pay now they ask you to donate at the end.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it said
round up or something.
Yeah. It was like a donation to the Leukemia Foundation, and the lady looked at me and I felt like a different vibe. She's like, "Would you like to donate to the Leukemia Foundation?" And she kind of looked at me
like, I know who you are.
For whatever,
I know what your dad's gone through.
Dude, for whatever reason that day, I was like, yeah, and I hardly do it because I think it's kind of scandalous and weird, but I did it that day. And then right after that, she's like, "And how's your dad doing?" And I was like, this is my life.
This is my life.
Being watched everywhere,
every single day. And like I said, it's a bigger church, so your dad's popular. People know who he is in town.
He is, yeah, but whether good popular or bad popular, I don't know. But either way,
he said it, Pastor Ron, not me, Pastor. He said it.
No, a lot of people they love him very much, and there's some people he's had his naysayers over the years.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think it's developed in me a little bit of anxiety, but I'm working on that. So.
And you're stepping on stage this weekend.
Yeah, I'll be speaking this Sunday at church. We're going to start a new series called Reset, where we're going to talk about just the ongoing need to kind of reset and refocus ourselves.
Yeah, especially going into the new year, and kind of tying into that and going, all right. And I've done it even at the end of last year, where I'm going, okay, I've gotten away from a lot of things. I've gotten away from my prayer life a lot. I've gotten away from being in my word consistently and constantly. And so I've tried to make it where I wake up early and I
Yeah.
spend the first hour of the day with God and His Word and journaling and meditating on His Word and praying, just to be able to start my day. And then and I also told myself, because last year I was terrible at attending church. I'm gonna be really honest. I probably went, counting Easter and Christmas, maybe 5 or 6 times last year.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just me being real.
But you love the Lord, right?
I do,
And
and
you're part of the church.
does Thursdays at Kid Chapel count?
I think it does.
That counts, right?
I think it all counts.
Then I was solid.
I think this counts. This is church.
What the Faith Friday? It
Right?
counts right here. So resetting for the new year is always a good thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing to reset?
What am I doing? I'm trying to eat better. I'm always trying to eat better, but through the holidays, I try to eat well throughout the year, but then the holidays, I always fall off the horse, right? So I'm trying to do that, trying to get an ample amount of sleep. And the same as you, man. It's funny, people think that pastors, all we do is sit around and read our Bibles all day. But there's a difference between reading the Bible to study for a message and reading the Bible for yourself and in connection with your relationship with God. And that's what I've been focusing more on, trying to. But I never do enough.
Well, none of us do.
You know,
we all fall short.
Yeah,
that's the whole reason for Jesus.
There's a verse that says that.
Yeah, I know. I try to remind myself, Jared, you don't got to live up to anything.
Yeah,
let God take care of the rest.
You do, man. And I mean, God is really good at reminding us of the things that we need to be reminded of.
He is.
You know?
He is. We got to take a break for the bottom of the other news. On the other side, I do want to get your thoughts on Druski, the comedian. He put out that video where he's kind of mocking mega churches. Yeah. Like I said, you guys are one of the bigger churches in town. I attend one of the big. Well, I just admitted I didn't go to church at all last year, so I need to quit lying on myself. Canyon Hills, I like to call home. It is a huge church as well.
It is,
and so sometimes they catch flack for these some of these kinds of things. We'll get into that. And also, I was researching you.
Okay.
And I saw a video about you chasing a arson suspect. I want to talk about that as well. Coming up next.
Oh,
so What the Faith Friday? It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
Dude, you had to get through all the violin videos first. Right?
I was like,
Did you run into a lot of violinist videos?
That too.
Yeah. I met that guy.
I was like, wait, that's not him.
Right.
I was like, musician.
So back in the day, he's kind of like known, you know, and so he's all over social media. But I met that guy in Santa Monica. And I'm like, hey. And I showed him. I just pulled out my driver's license. I'm like, hey, look.
Did you? Really?
Yeah. And the first thing he says to me is, he's like, I already bought joshviette.com. I'm all,
he's like, it's mine.
All right.
Like,
I haven't even thought about it.
Oh yeah, trust me, dude. I'm never gonna.
Whatever. It's funny, dude.
That is funny. The only other time I met somebody that had the same name as me is in elementary school. I want to say I was in maybe 5th or 6th grade, and we got a call at the house one day. My mom picks it up, and she's like, okay. She was at the phone. You died, and I'm in trouble. I'm like, what did I do? I didn't even do anything. I'm clueless. I'm really, truly. I promise I didn't do anything this time. Get to school the next day, get called to the office, and they're like, we're sorry.
Right.
There's another kid in 3rd grade named Andrew Flores.
Oh my god.
And we pulled your card when trying to call his parents.
That's hilarious, dude.
Thanks. You can't take back what my mom did to me, man.
Right,
I'm traumatized. Yeah. That's the only time I've ever run into. And my dad, his name's Andrew Flores, but
okay.
So
that's hilarious.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a sister. She's 8 years older than me.
Oh wow.
And they live in Thousand Oaks. Her
okay.
husband and their kids are like, she has a grandkid.
Oh wow.
And another one on the way. So it's like, it's crazy.
Well, that's how my sister is, bro.
Wild,
my sister's 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
And she's got 2 grandkids.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm telling you. Yeah.
She's about to turn 50 this year. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm glad I waited.
I barely have an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, my kid is playing with your grandkids.
Yeah. We were watching, it was funny. We were watching the show you did with your daughter. Yeah, it was really cute.
The day before her birthday.
All of us so excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, look at this.
That's so funny, dude.
She's so cute. Those kids, man.
They're crazy. Are you guys still doing the book club?
Yeah.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
Do you guys do it on Fridays or what? What's
they just did something last Sunday. I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, yeah, we can do it, but it just
I know.
depends on if she's
Schedules.
with me or her mom. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So,
Yeah, it's just a little time. They just get together.
that's cool though.
A little bit, yeah.
Who else was talking about it? I heard somebody say something about it.
Yeah, it was Olive's idea.
They did, yeah, they did say Olive, but they mentioned a book club, and I automatically was like, oh, I wonder if that's the one that Olive's doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I thought they were doing something over the weekend. They said,
Oh, I just love at school, man. I love like the families, the parents.
Yeah.
It's been a huge blessing.
That's good. There's a lot of good kids there.
So cool, man. It really is. I went there for a minute.
Yeah.
I did not like it when I was now I know because so when I was in 7th grade, I was getting picked on it in junior high, and so like my parents were like, "We're gonna send you to this school," you know, and
Yeah.
I know it was a lot for them to do that. So they did that. They sent me there, and the kid that was picking on me ended up going there too after that, which is weird. But I got there and I was like, dude, it's so hard to fit in with these kids because they've
Here forever. Yeah, well,
like since they were
That's
little,
the thing
you know?
is a lot of them start when they're there, and they just
Yeah.
they're so bonded there.
Yeah,
you know
now
what
I
mean?
understand it
Yeah.
from a different perspective,
Yeah,
right?
it's having the kids start there and grow with
And
all
it's
those.
cool.
kids.
But I
Oh,
always
yeah.
tell them, Olive, look out for the other kids.
Yeah, the new kids.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't know anybody.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. Also streaming live on YouTube. It's working, right? Just go check us out on YouTube. Current Radio, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come along with us every single day. It is a What the Faith Friday. We have Josh Viette in studio. Fellowship, right?
Yeah.
Lead pastor yet?
I hate general,
Well,
but
because I text you and I said, what do I call you? Pastor, homie,
Whatever you want, man.
and that's what you said, whatever you want. And it doesn't, I don't need a title. It doesn't matter.
no, titles add pressure, and I'm not a huge fan of either. So
Oh, no, neither am I. Neither am I. We were joking right before we got to the break. I Googled your name as I do with guests just to kind of go, because I was like, well, maybe there's other things that he does besides pastor, you know, that he want to include in this. And then I came across not only the violinist that you're not,
right.
and then I came across a video and it said, Bakersfield resident chases arson suspect. Like, that can't be Josh. No way, that's Josh Viette.
It was me, man.
And I click on the video, and there you are. I'm like, it is Josh.
You know, the Thomas fire in Ventura. We were living in Ventura at the time, and the Thomas fire had just happened, and it was crazy. I mean, it was wild. You know,
Yeah.
Power was out, like everything was burned on the hills, and we had a Disneyland trip scheduled, and so I was like, that's perfect timing. We need to get this kid. Because Olive, she was 2, I think, actually. I was like, we need to get her out of here, out of the smoke. Let's just go down to take this trip. We'll come back, you know. And while we're down there, we had a hotel like in the Anaheim Hills area, which is, I guess, the only hotel room we could get. And we had our dogs with us because we took our dogs everywhere. And I took my dog out to go to the bathroom. And this guy comes like rushing up to me. He's like, hey, this guy over there is lighting a fire. He's like, we got to go catch him. And I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So I tie my dog up to like to the fire hydrant. My poor dog staring at me. And I go with this random guy,
Some stranger
into the foothills,
into
there
the
to find this
woods.
guy.
It's a great idea,
And
Josh.
like, the LA News picked it up, and it was
That's
wild. It was
And you
crazy.
caught the guy.
I mean, we stood 100 yards away from him and called the police.
They made it seem like you tackled
Like,
him.
right.
And like you tackled him and pinned him down until the cops came. That's
No,
not what happened.
no. I mean, I'd like to say that's what happened. But and the poor guy, I don't think the guy was like intentionally. I think he was just the homeless guy.
The homeless guy that just out there just
trying to warm himself. So it's kind of sad.
That's funny.
Anyway.
No, speaking of funny, Druski, the comedian, you're familiar, right? I texted you. I think it was yesterday. We were in a text thread, and I said, "Hey, do you know about this? Have you seen this video of of this guy that's kind of mocking churches. You've never done a speaking where you come down on wires, have you?
I haven't done that yet.
No.
I'm thinking maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know where you buy those, where you buy that setup at.
So apparently, the comedian. If you're not familiar with Druski, he's a comedian. He caused controversy a couple of months ago when he did whiteface. He dressed up like a NASCAR guy and was making fun of the culture in NASCAR. And then now he's done it with mega churches and churches that basically there was one where a pastor was on strings in the church and flying over the church. And then there's the other video that he was making fun of a pastor that was like, we're going to raise this much money today and nobody is leaving until we do. We're going to lock the doors and not until we raise this much money. And it's causing controversy again. Is it okay to, one, poke fun at the church, and two, is he wrong?
I mean, from what I looked into it, and my algorithm's like, you're going to like this. So it's sending me this video over and over and over. And then everyone's responses to it, it looked like he pulled this information from like things that had actually happened. Right. So, he has every right to make fun of it, I think. So I think there's a difference between the institution of the church and the church, as in the people of the church.
Yeah, the church is the body of Christ.
Yeah, there's a difference, and institutions are imperfect, and so and
because they're run by imperfect people.
Right, exactly. And there's a standard that we, as pastors, as leaders, as church leaders, that we should adhere to, and it's a big standard. We need to make sure that we're never taking advantage of people. It's funny at the end of that video. It's not funny. It's really sad when you think about the implications. But there's an old man who runs up to him. He's like in a Bentley, and he's like, "Hey, will you pray for my wife?" And
he puts his hands on his car and he's like leaning in the window. Yeah,
and he says, "Are you a tither here?" Basically,
are you tithing? Get your hands off my car.
And he said no, and he leaves. Right, and I think, man, that's terrible, because I do think that there are church leaders that pay attention to people that give more and give more attention to them, and pretty sure Jesus was against that type of thing. And so as a church leader, I never know who gives what, and I make a point to not know, because I never want to give preference to anybody, but yeah, I mean, obviously he's calling out an abuse in the church.
And it exists.
It exists.
It exists.
100% exists.
We see it all the time. And I don't know if we want to drop names, but we see plenty of pastors that, wear $1,000 suits and wear the red bottom shoes, and they drive the nice cars, and they got the private jets. I mean,
I pulled up a scripture because I knew you were going to ask me about this. And it's Proverbs 30:8-9. And it says, give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full and deny you and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and still and profane the name of my God. Right. So my whole thought is, for pastors, for all Christians, because we're all witnesses, right, is to live in allow God to bless you and give you the things that you need in life. But when you have a lot, it's just a lot harder to be that witness, and it's a lot harder to, not that I'm against it, people that have a lot. If people have a lot, that's fine. I know a lot of people that have a lot, they give a lot, and I'm thankful for those people. But there's a standard for church leaders specifically, where I think that God has called us to be really careful and never, ever, ever take advantage of the people,
Well, and for me, it's when people that aren't Christians or are outside of the church, and they look in on that, and then I don't want to say we are like I'm better than any other Christian, but then we get clumped into that. Well, that's what Christianity is,
right?
And it kind of represents the people of God in a bad light,
right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. So in a way, I think the Bible says we're to call that out.
I agree. I mean, I think it's a gut check, for church leaders and Christians in general too.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's hard. It's tricky because, I mean, you have a big church.
We do.
Canyon Hills is a big church.
Well,
there's a few big churches in town that I think some people look at these things, and then they look at the big churches in town and kind of go and get leery on those things.
No, 100%. But big doesn't mean that you're necessarily wealthy. Our church is not wealthy. You're in the hood.
We're in the hood a little bit.
Say, we have amazing people.
What's your address? East Brundage.
East Brundage, man.
That's the hood.
We're rocking the east side all day long. You just have to be aware, I think. And so I think it's perfectly In this culture, it's acceptable for people to call each other out. That's what happens, right? And so we have to be careful. But at the same time, everyone is judged according to their heart, and God looks at the heart.
Yeah.
And so I don't know anybody's heart, and I can't call anybody out specifically, but I do know that we have a huge responsibility to be careful.
Yeah, I had those trepidations and fears going up. The first time I was up at Canyon Hills, I got invited, and I'm like, "This is a big church.
Mhm.
Like, I don't belong here.
Right.
There's no way some poor little Mexican boy from the South Side is gonna fit in at this rich white church." And that is really the conception I had of that place.
Yeah.
When I got up there, because I had watched documentaries, whether it was what's the one, American Gospel. Have you watched that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I have.
you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
watch those things, and it gave me that hesitation to get up there. But once I got there and I saw what that place is really about, like it is big,
Mhm.
but it doesn't feel big.
Well, think about the church in Acts, right? Like the people brought their resources to the church leaders, basically, and the church leaders distributed back to the people that were in need, right? And you think of like socialism, but socialism is forced. That's a little different. You have a gun to your head, you have to do it. But in the church, it should be voluntary. We should be like, oh, I have more than enough. I'm going to admit something that I didn't do this week that I should have done, but I saw this old man on the street corner, and I was like, man, like I need to go back to my house and see if I have a jacket. And I went home, and then I got busy, and I feel terrible even saying this out loud, because I'm like, man, I should have went back and found that
jacket,
and I should have done that, and I feel convicted about that. But
that just means when you do get, and people take sometimes convictions the wrong way, that just means you have a heart for God. That means you hear the Holy Spirit tugging on you.
It means I need to do better next time.
Well, yeah, that too. But it's also, if you weren't being convicted, that means you're not close enough to God.
Yeah.
You ain't close enough to hear the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit will convict you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're running the church. My friend and I, who is my high school friend. I mean, it's really weird how we've worked together in multiple areas in our lives, but the most work we've done together for the past 25 years has been in the church. And our heart is to figure out a way to where we can give back to the community as much as possible, without completely, losing our building and losing our staff and ruining our church.
You still got to pay the bills. You got to still keep the lights on. You still got to.
So fortunately, we have some smart board members that can help us with that. But you know what? If the church ends up having to shut its doors because we gave too much, then that's all right.
Then that's not that's
Right.
what it is. That's
what
what
it
the
is.
church is. Again, the church isn't the building. The church isn't the institution. The
Right.
church is the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to up our giving back into the community, and for a purpose, not just to give, but so that people can see Jesus and understand that the only life that's worth living is through him.
Yeah, and then the only way to live is like him.
100%, man. I love that you do this, by the way. This What the Faith Friday.
Faith Friday, man. I tried
really
to.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I came to God. I've always been very cynical. That's just the type of person I am. And I grew up Catholic. I'm Mexican, so automatically you're born and you're dipped in the holy water, and
I'm
you're
Italian, man. Same thing.
You're baptized, right? Right out of the gate. You don't even get
My
it.
dad was the one that diverted from the Catholic tradition.
Did he?
Yeah.
And okay. So I mean, and so you know how that is. That's automatic. And then you go to church, and we went to Our Lady of Guadalupe right there on East California, and so with my grandparents. But then when they stopped going, about 7 years old, we stopped going.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went to catechism, and then baseball started. As a matter of fact, I think we played out at around the same time. Out at GB.
Yeah.
Greenfield.
Yeah.
Because Derek Jeffries played out there too.
Okay.
I think so. It's crazy. But I got away from it, and then I always started asking myself, can I find God without religion? That was always my question in my 20s, and I always told myself no. And so I had this relationship with God, and I tell people this all the time, and I'm ashamed of having said that, but it's where I was in life. God don't come in my house, and I don't go in his. And so I didn't go to church forever. And it wasn't until I met my daughter's mother that she was going to church. And even then, it wasn't until a couple months in that it was like, I woke up one day. I was like, I think I'm gonna go to church with you
Mhm.
today. She was like, okay. And we went to New Life, and then we did that, and then we COVID hit. You know what I mean? And nobody was going to church.
Right.
And then that's when my life changed, and we split up, and it was like, JR, what are you gonna do right now?
Mm.
And I ran after God with a vengeance. Like I had never, and I pray now that I had that fire that I had 5
Right.
years ago, because that fire for me was like I had never experienced in my life.
That's cool.
And I told myself, I'm just going to continually try to chase after God in any way that I know how, whether it be in the church, whether it be through religion, whether it be whatever, wherever I am. I just want to try to experience God as much as possible.
You know, the feeling of not being worthy enough to be someone who goes to church or be a Christian is so common, and it keeps people out of getting involved in what God's doing.
Yeah.
And the truth is, everyone's welcome wherever you are in life. I don't know a church in town that wouldn't welcome you. And so I encourage you guys to go try it out. You don't have to be worthy. We're not worthy in ourselves. We're worthy because of Jesus. And so I encourage everybody to, that was in the same places that you were in, to just try it. And then if you go to a church and someone is rude to you, or it just doesn't feel like it's the right place, and maybe somebody's rude to you and it is the right place, I don't know, but you go to a church and you're just like, this isn't for me, try another one.
You know
what I mean? And pray and ask God. Even if you're like, how do I pray? You just talk to him like you talk to anybody else.
I tell people all the time, I try to remember to pray so much that when I go through the drive-through, I turn and I'm like, you want anything? And there's nobody sitting there. It's God in the passenger seat. I'm like, you want a taco, bro?
Right. Right. I mean,
that's how you're supposed to be in constant prayer with it.
Well, so many times I have the one word prayer, and that's just help.
Help. That is the biggest prayer you can pray.
Right.
Is just hit your knees and say, help.
Yeah.
I just need help.
And God does.
Yeah.
He always does, man.
He always comes through.
It's wild.
It is. If you guys want to try a church out, come to church with me this weekend. Guess where I'm going to be? Listening to this guy. Tell them what time service is and where they can find the church.
VBF services will be every Sunday, and 9 and 11 at 2300 East Brundage Lane. We also have a campus on Coffee Road. 621 Coffee. I don't know. Google it. It's on Coffee Road, VBF Northwest. But East Side is where I'll be live speaking. And,
on Reset.
Just talking about Reset, man. We'll just be talking about Jesus. We'll open up the Bible, and I won't be long. That's the one thing I can promise. Is I won't be too long.
You keep it short, huh?
Yeah, there's a direct correlation between how short my sermons are and how many compliments I get afterwards.
Oh, there you go.
The shorter
the
better.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just got to get right to the point.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? And just
need that.
Punch them in the gut and say, "What the faith, man? Get up, get up."
That's right.
Thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. I
Thank
love
you.
it, man. This is great.
It's
good.
This is fun.
This is fun.
This is a lot of fun.
It's a What the Faith Friday. We'll do it again. I'll get you back.
Cool.
I want to talk about music. How are you with worship music?
I have an interesting relationship with worship music.
So do
Most of it I don't like.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
But some of it I love. So
perfect. We'll talk about that sometime too.
Right on, man.
My buddy Josh Viette, pastor over at Valley Bible Fellowship. Get over there this weekend. He's speaking. I'll be there. Come find me and you can sit with me. I'll save all you guys seats. I promise. Get over there.
Thanks.
Got to take a break. Come back on the other side. Close it out. John Hinckley Jr. is writing a book. Would you buy it? The dude shot Reagan. Now he's trying to make money off of it. Okay. That and a little bit of sports before we get out of here for the weekend with our man Chris Burdick. All that coming up. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be back.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
My hands are freezing. I'm like getting nervous. I get nervous every time I talk.
Do you?
All the time. A little bit. But
So
a little
do I.
is good.
Yeah, so do I.
But too much is not good. So I
Yeah.
gotta stay in that zone.
No, yeah. If you're not nervous, then there's something wrong.
There's a problem,
You're
right?
too confident, and then you're gonna fall and trip. And you know what I mean?
Well, thanks, man.
I will humble you.
I appreciate it. And it's really good in the church, you know.
It's fun, dude. I love conversations. I love
Hey, nice meeting you, man.
I don't know, Chris. Cool. What I really want to do.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
is Thursday, which means the stockyard is open. That's right. 2525 F Street, the little speakeasy right next to Casey's Steakhouse from the folks that bring you Casey's Steakhouse. Let's say you're waiting for a table at Casey's Steakhouse. Guess what? Go right next door to the stockyard. You can wait for your table while you have a drink in one of the finest speakeasies, not in Bakersfield, not in Kern County, but all of California. That's right. Come on in. There's ropes. There's a carpet. You wouldn't even know it's there. Ring the doorbell. They're going to ask you the password. Tell them, why not JR? Then walk through the time portal that is the speakeasy at 2525 F Street, the stockyard. Have a drink with Haley. Have a drink with me. I'll be in there this weekend. Plus, they got live music going. They also got a banquet room right next door if you want to host a party, a birthday, a bridal shower, those holiday parties coming up. They will have you covered. It's the Stockyard, 2525 F Street, open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. to close. Don't forget the password, why not JR? It's the Stockyard, Speakeasy.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. Never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happens. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time on application may vary. Online health questions required. The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that can expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
For your life is in his hands.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. It's a What the Faith Friday. I want to thank Josh Viette for stopping by. Valley Bible Fellowship. I'll be over there on Sunday. He'll be speaking. Coincidentally, I was happy when he told me that when he came in. He was like, yeah, I'm speaking on Sunday. I'm like, nice. I love when that works out. I can go watch you on Sunday after I just had you on and tell all the listeners to come with me. We'll be over at Valley Bible this Sunday. So if you want to come hang out with us, you can. I wasn't going to call out names as far as churches and pastors going while Josh was here, but I will now that he's gone. I don't care. I don't care. It's What the Faith. Joel Osteen. If you, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. If you listen to anything with Joel Osteen, or you just stop, please. It's hard to it's hard to call these people out, because as we were talking about when we were talking to Josh, it's like, yes, that's what we're told to do. We're told, no, call that out. That's wickedness. We're supposed to call that wickedness out and not let that be what represents the church. But at the same time, it's like, who am I? Who am I to call out anybody? Who am I to judge somebody? Who am I to, you know what I mean? Say that their heart is wrong. But there are what you call what do they call it? The something gospel, not the American gospel. Oh man, I'm getting too old for this already. I feel like Ralph Bailey. I can't even remember what you call it. The prosperity gospel. Where you have these preachers and these sermons, and that's what they preach to you, that look, if you give and if you just pray hard enough, that God's going to bless you with tremendous amounts of wealth. And that's just not the case. Or they make it, as much as I find joy in my walk with God, that doesn't mean that it's always sunshine and rainbows every single day. That's not what walking with the Lord is. And some of these people make it seem like that's what it is every single day. And part of the, I want to bring Josh back so we can talk about worship music, because a lot of that, then I get into well, Stephen Furtick from Elevation is probably one of those people that I'm not too fond of. I'm just going to be honest. And they make a lot of music out of that place. And when you get into the music and how churches have to pay to be able to play songs and worship is kind of crazy to me. I mean, I get artists' rights and all that, but it being a business. And so there's plenty that we have to discuss coming down the line for What the Faith Friday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good year. I've got them all booked up now, I think, through at least the middle of February. A lot of good guests coming on for What the Faith Friday. It's going to be a good time. Stay tuned. Tell all your friends about it. Tell everybody. Subscribe. Go over to YouTube. Find us. 661-842-5376. Anything on the board before I slip out of here, Chris? It's a Friday. Should I do a show on Monday? Should we just do a YouTube only show on Monday? What do you guys think? I don't have anything to do. My daughter's going to be out of town with her mom. What am I going to do? You guys want to come in and do just a YouTube only show? Let me know. Drop a line in the chat or hit me on my email, jr@currentradio.com. And if it's only YouTube, oh boy. Can we? Yeah, I hear you, Chris. We got a whole lot more we can get away with. Woo-hoo.
For me, like, can we do that?
That just might be fun. We can, because guess what? I'm the program director. I can do whatever I want. Kind of, sort of. Like, get out of here for the day. Make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. This is the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
All right, you guys. I'm not leaving for today.
Canada and China re-trade deal. Correspondent Charles Villadesno reports.
Canada has agreed to cut its
You guys be good.
100% tariffs
Love
on
one
Chinese
another.
electric cars in return for lower tariffs on Canadian farm products, says Prime Minister Mark Carney. Carney adds,
Up to